What's good, Big Blue family? Welcome to Big Blue Reborn, where we talk real New York Giants football. No fluff, no corporate takes, just honest breakdowns and real standards. I'm Milton. I'm here with my cousin Ethan, and we're here with another episode. Look, if you made it this far and you're not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're doing. If it's your first time coming, I appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. But hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share, hype the video, send it out to your family, your friends, so that way we can get to all of the Giants fans and we can continue doing what we're doing. This week on the Big Blue Check-In. This week, the Big Blue Check-In. Players, what we're going to talk about, players we think are under the most pressure coming up in training camp in the next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna let you start it off, Ethan. Let me know who is, let's say, who do you think is under the most pressure going into training camp this year?
Okay. Got like 3 players. I'm gonna start the most pressure. I'm gonna work my way up to it.
Okay.
And I think who's got the least pressure this season, believe it or not, is Kayvon Thibodeaux. Like, performance, he did well last year. He got injured. You know, people will talk about trades or whatever, but he gonna get paid, whether it's with us or if it's gonna be with somebody else, unfortunately. He's a good player. He's a good player to have in your rotation. Good run stopper. A couple of seasons ago had double digit sacks. So if he's put in the right scheme and given that opportunity, he can definitely be a factor on your defense. So it doesn't matter where, if he's with us or somewhere else, hopefully it will be with us. We get him a bag.
Yeah. He's
going to produce. We've seen it, you know?
Yeah.
Next, I would like to go with the second most pressure, least amount of pressure would probably be our quarterback.
Yes.
Jaxson Dart. New offense, new coach. He has a lot to learn, but this team is being built to win. So if he doesn't necessarily win right now, he's still in that rookie deal. He has that time to grow. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit more pressure than Kayvon, but he's on that rookie deal. We're not looking to trade him anywhere. He's definitely here to stay. He's already looking like the franchise quarterback. So it's like he has time to grow. And with everything being new, no one's going to have that pressure on him. This was like a contract year for him. You know, maybe a little bit more pressure as the quarterback, but I don't think so. I think that he does have pressure, obviously being the quarterback of the New York Giants, and you know, just that title alone is going to bring pressure. But in the past couple of weeks, ever since for the past couple of weeks, I haven't heard a peep out of anything.
Yeah.
He looks like he just sounds like it just seems like he's locked in the playbook, you know, practicing as far as whatever plays he needs to know, probably doing just little routes with his receivers here and there, just doing certain things, but just staying out the limelight, staying in that playbook, understanding it, trying to come out in training camp and being the quarterback of the New York Giants. So yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to say the player with the most pressure on him, Deonte Banks. This dude, Deonte Banks, man. We declined his 5th-year option. That's already a sign of, we was already ready to get you out of here. And he hasn't played the greatest. He has all the physical ability, but when it comes down to actually giving effort, that was a concern of his. And you can't play with people who who have effort concerns. He's lucky he got a new coaching regime because now everyone's giving you a fresh slate, but you only get one try at this fresh slate.
Yep.
So, like, and then on top of that, we got other corners who are ready to take his place. We drafted the young bull Hood. We got Greg Newsome the third or the second. Greg Newsome.
The second.
So,
the second.
Yeah, the second. Thank you. We got Greg Newsome there, and they split in roles. So, like, now he got competition there. People who are already going to take his spot, and they don't have any baggage with them already. Coming in saying, like, they, lack of effort and this and that. And it's like, pretty much, if you don't ball out here, you're going to be somewhere else on a vet minimum. And then that is your career's like, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just spiraling from team to team. Hey, if you all about your bag, bro, I ain't mad at you. But if you actually want to be on a good team and actually really want to win, then you got to ball out and really do something. Yeah, you said you're gonna be in Miami.
No, I said you got to buy in. You got to buy in.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, dang, he getting traded to Miami? Like, sheesh.
Nah. He taking the Eli Apple route. Nah.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. And Eli Apple, I mean, even though Eli Apple was able to get to the Super Bowl with the Bengals, but that's just a whole nother story. He just got lucky on finding the right place at the right time. And maybe that might be the case for Deonte Banks this season. Maybe this coaching staff will actually get to him and help him realize, like, yeah, you were drafted in the first round for a reason. You're good. You're a good physical specimen. You could definitely be out there and play. You just get your head around and start, making some pass breakups and just jumping routes and start doing some things that can really, put yourself in a better position to make plays. Yeah. And I just feel like Deonte Banks has the most pressure this season, this training camp, to really show what he can do.
Yep. Hey, I agree with almost everything that you just said. Like, I not saying that I don't agree with anything. I just have a little bit to add, right?
Okay, go ahead.
I definitely agree. It's his second year. We got a new offense. Everybody wants to see, is he the franchise quarterback, or are we going to be shopping for quarterbacks next season? I personally think Jaxson Dart is going to be our quarterback. So he's definitely got some pressure, but I think as far as my list goes, he was the least amount of pressure, right? So I flip him and T, right? Kayvon definitely was the next one, though, as we build up with the pressure, right? Kayvon Thibodeaux he's playing on his fifth-year option, right? So it's either you going for the bag or you get chump change somewhere else. He's going to make another team regardless if he's not with us now, right? Deonte Banks, of course, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. I don't really need to beat a dead horse with everything that you said. Like, the effort thing, we need to see the effort from him. Otherwise, we probably will not see him on the team next year. I do like that he does great on special teams, but we need a little bit more than that. You got competition now, so hopefully that lights the fire under his ass and he starts moving a little bit more, So we'll see what happens with that. I have a couple more people that I put for the most pressure for this camp.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, aside from Deonte Banks, I put them all in the same bucket.
Okay.
But Evan Neal and Jalen Hyatt.
Bruh.
I ain't gonna
Go ahead.
Right now.
Go ahead.
Players right there, they're on a slippery slope. I know it's a new regime. I know everybody gets that first attempt in their clean slate and things like that, but we got like 14 receivers coming into camp.
Oh yeah.
So Jalen Hyatt, as far as us being 6 or 7 receivers, like he's gonna have to come out here looking like Randy Moss in order to make the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna jump a lot of people, and I just don't see it happen. I already see the 5 spots locked. So we're really in question for, if the team keeps 7, then we have 2 more spots. And on top of that, he's definitely not making it over Odell.
Right.
I don't see him making it over Juju. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him beating out Isaiah Hodgins. That's already 3 people for those 2 spots. So, like, unfortunately, like I said, he's gonna have to come out here looking like Justin Jefferson, in New Jersey. So we'll see what happens. As far as Evan Neal's concerned, just be good depth. Just make the team.
He said, "Just be good depth."
You know,
Please.
like I'm not even for you to come out here and have a crazy training camp and you become a starter. Like that's out the window. I'm not wishing that no more. But be good. Be someone we can rely on. If someone goes down and Evan Neal goes in, we're like, oh snap! Look at that. Evan Neal can block. Like that's what I want to see. I want to see him on the floor. I don't want to see all of this time that we've been watching him work out and he got another deal. I want to see you perform the way we thought you were going to perform when he picked you in the first round.
Yeah.
Even though it's not off that starting position, like show us that you deserve that spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I got for the training camp.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch closely. Like I said, I'm gonna be out there for a couple of days. We're gonna watch closely. I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time trying to pay attention to the cornerbacks because I really want the cornerbacks and the receivers. Trying to figure out, narrow down how Jaxson Dart looks throwing the ball and how these corners are looking at.
Yeah, when you're out there, my main thing is if you could just keep an eye on that interior defensive line. I know it's training camp, but really it's Darius Alexander for me.
Yeah,
like if he steps up and he looks good, just keep an eye out to see if you hear his name or people, you start seeing him make plays because that's the main person for me.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see what they look like, all of them together. We're gonna see them in pads. We're gonna see how they perform. So we're gonna see some work. We're gonna see some work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Moving right along. This week we're gonna slide into our next section. We call it the Big Blue Spotlight. We're gonna continue our series with the player reviews. This week on the Big Blue Spotlight, we're going over the edge rushers and the interior defensive line. Let's jump right into it, man.
Yeah.
We'll start with the edge rushers.
Yeah.
We'll work our way from, I would say, the bottom to the top, just like we just did, right?
Yeah. You wanna start with
I'll start with the edges.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Chauncey Golston, right?
Chauncey, yeah, there you go,
Chauncey Golston, 27 years old, 6'5", 270. He was signed to Dallas in 2024. We got him last year. He put up 20 tackles, 1 sack, 3 tackles for a loss, 12 QB hits. Not bad for a role player. He was a bench. So it's not bad. He's versatile, coming off of the edge. He's good versus the run. Smart, is a high IQ, so I hope we keep him on the roster for depth, just in case we need it, if somebody goes down. One things I think he can work on is like his pass rush production. We need to do more out of him from there. I'm projecting like 1 to 2 sacks this year and hoping he gets a little bit more burn from the edge as we have more packages from Denard Wilson.
Yeah. Shoot. I just hope he just stays good with the run game. You know what I'm saying? Like just being a good versatile edge because people were running on last year. That's how people ran on us, on our edges, trying to get to the outside. So when he would come in, it'd be a little bit more stout. So just keep that mindset of just being a stout run defender that they can't get onto our edge. So if our other edges need a breather on certain rundowns, that he's coming in and definitely making a difference to make people feel like it's not that easy to run on our edges. You want to run up the middle. Not on the edges. So,
Hopefully we can plug that up this year.
Exactly, yeah.
We'll get to that. To the next player. Kayvon Thibodeaux. We were just talking about him. 24 years, 6'5", 258. He's on the 5th-year option right now.
Yeah.
Last year, 25 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, 22 QB hits. He was injured week 5 and 15, 5 through 15. He missed that many.
Yeah.
He missed 10.
Yeah, he missed quite a few games.
He missed 10 games. So he probably would have had a bigger, we would have saw some better numbers if he played more of the season. But he was starting to come into his own before he got hurt. That's what allowed the next person we talk about to kind of eat this season.
Exactly.
As far as Kayvon, elite athleticism, length and speed, good pursuit, and then he's flash dominance in the past couple of years. Like, that's why we keep giving him opportunities, because we see like he has potential. We just haven't seen him step into that next gear and just keep it there.
Yeah, because we've seen. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I was saying now things that he needs to work on, staying healthy. Like, you just got to be available. Like, if we had him for 15 games, I would say the defense looked a little bit different. Even with a back.
Oh yeah. Just having that good rotation.
Yeah, finishing plays, and then the run defense discipline. This year, projections, I'm looking for 8 to 10 sacks. It's a make or break year for him, man. Like I said, it's the 5th-year option, so he's gonna be a starter. He's gonna be in the rotation. You gotta show out. What you got?
So I feel like players tend to play better on their contract years unless injury happens, which is the worst case, knock on wood. I feel like Kayvon Thibodeaux, has all the potential to be like a number one option for a team, even if he's not just our number one option, because we have 2 other edges that can definitely flip either side and be a very, very good impact. Kayvon Thibodeaux, just a few years ago under Wink Martindale, had double-digit sacks. I said that earlier. So we know that he can get after the quarterback when given that time, and he was forcing fumbles and scoring touchdowns. So, and they can put him out, in coverage, maybe guarding the flat, so he can move. He can tackle running backs really well. He's a good tackler. With Kayvon, the best ability is availability. Yeah, it's just the health. Like, we all know that he can do what he can do. It's just being on the field. And then in this scheme, being able to, our defensive coordinator to use him well. Like, it took a little while for him to start getting going last year, but then when he did, he got injured. And I feel like because of the defensive coordinator, he didn't start too fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as putting him at certain spots on the defensive line to create better matchups for him. And I think with Denard Wilson and the other plethora of players that we have, the matchup for Kayvon is going to be a lot better. He's going to get more one-on-ones this season because of our other 2 players that we're going to be talking about, where they're going to have to allocate more blocking resources to those guys than Kayvon. So if Kayvon gets those one-on-ones, if he's lined up over a guard or a center or wherever he has to be along that defensive line, he's definitely going to make people look stupid. So, Kayvon, I can see him getting hopefully 7 to 8 sacks, plethora of tackles. I just want him to play, if not all games, at least 15 to 16, maybe one, hopefully the couple of games are veteran rests where they let some young guys get in because he's already secured some stuff. Yeah. So that's how I would like to look at it. But, I would love for him to be able to play all season. I don't want him to be traded. I know they were saying trade rumors during the draft and everything. Like, he's a good player. I like the fact that we drafted him. And he's grown to become better. It's just injuries and things like that. We know he has the potential to do it. I just hope that Denard Wilson really brings out that next gear in him, and allows him to really take that step forward.
Yep. That's what I'm hoping for, man. I want to see him thrive in this defense.
Yes, sir.
Our next player, And I'm hoping that this man goes crazy this year.
Oh yeah,
Next player, he definitely started to come into, his own towards the end of the season. Our man Abdul Carter.
Yes, sir.
21, 6'3", 259, first round pick in last year's draft, man. He had 43 tackles, 4 sacks, 7 tackles for a loss, 66 pressures. He led all NFL rookies with in the 4 QB hits, right? I had to double check. I was like, whoa, wait a minute now. Yeah. But nah, 66 pressures, man. He was on one last season. His explosive first step, speed to power, high pressure rate, versatility on the line, all over the edges. And then we got a high upside, man. We know he's going to be good for us for the next few years. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do. We just want to see him play discipline. There was a few times where he over pursued, past the quarterback and things like that, to where he could have got his sack number up a little bit higher. But at this point, like I said, I think he's flowing in the right direction. I am projecting for my man Abdul Carter this season. We're looking at 10 to 12 sacks.
Double digits.
Breakout season this year, and I'm hoping he gets that Defensive Player of the Year.
Ooh, Defensive Player of the Year, Abdul Carter. That's a big statement right there.
Well, I want him and Spider to be battling for that.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing, yo. Yeah, I could see that.
What you got on Abdul?
Honestly, shoot, I think Abdul Carter, putting in the right position, he could be the NFL sack leader. With as many pressures as he's had, 66, 43 hurries and 18 hits. Like, the man was there in an instant. We put it, once he got his opportunity, once Kayvon went down, he started, they put him over the A gap. They put him on the edge. They were moving him all over. So you could tell that he's smart. He's able to rush from different places. And like you said, yeah, he would over pursue, which opened up a lot of other sacks for another player. Spider was able to get those sacks. So now I think this year he finishes with those pressures. I can see him leading the league with quick pressures again. Finishing those sacks, because that's all we all talking about. But more than just his sacks, I want to see him getting those tackle for losses, where he's in the backfield and stopping runs, and that makes him more of a complete defender. So, if he does that, then he'll be looking, in my opinion, more like the NFL defensive MVP kind of thing, or defensive player of the year, something like that, because he has the ability to do it. That kind of speed is uncoachable. He was just, in the few practices that we've had this year, he was looking unblockable. Abdul Carter is just, he's going to be a force to reckon with. He's going to be the one when defensive coordinators look at this team and say, yeah, we got to block him first.
Yep.
We got to allocate all our resources to Abdul Carter. And if he's getting those resources put to him and still beating them, getting those double teams and getting around them, then he definitely is going to be looking like a franchise and edge rusher for us.
Yep.
I just want him to get those tackle for losses, be a complete defender, stop the run. We know with the pressures that you're going to get into the backfield, you're going to make offensive linemen look crazy. But are you going to be able to shed and make tackles in the backfield, wrap up defensive linemen? Not just because we see the pressures and the hurries, and the sacks are going to come. But yeah, those run stops is where I feel like he's going to be able to make the kind of bag he's going to get if he's a great run defender as well. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yep.
He's going to be getting QB numbers. Let me tell you that. So, yeah, he's going to be the star.
Micah Parsons.
But I think he's going to be better. In my opinion, he's going to be better than Micah Parsons.
Not bad.
Yeah, Micah Parsons had double-digit sacks his rookie year, but, and actually Micah Parsons he was a stack linebacker. So it's just the defensive coordinator, the defense you're in, person, place, and time. So hopefully with this defensive coordinator, Denard Wilson, it's just this scheme is going to work out for our defensive linemen so well. I can already feel it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Abdul Carter, you the man. You're going to be the guy to really take this defense to the next level.
Yep. My man Abdul Carter. And then that brings us to
alpha.
Last but not least, that Spider-Man.
Yes, sir.
Brian Burns, Mr. Brian Burns. So 27, 6'5", 250. Last year, he had 67 tackles, 16 and a half sacks, 22 tackles for a loss, 31 QB hits, 3 forced fumbles. Second team All-Pro, PFF ranked 9th amongst edges. So he made top 10. His strengths: elite bend off the get off, relentless motor, finishes plays, and then sets the edge very well against the run.
Yeah.
What does he need to work on? Same thing I really said about the with Abdul Carter. Like, I want him to be a little bit more aggressive versus the run.
Yeah.
That's everybody that I say on the defense. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, just because our defense was atrocious. But outside that, he did work. You know, there's not really much negative I could say about Brian Burns and the work that he's doing. Man, he leads. He shows leadership in the locker room to where people follow. So I'm not upset. He's got people working in the right direction. 2026 projection, 14 to 17 sacks, Pro Bowl, All-Pro candidate, and he's going to be the clear number 1 edge.
The alpha of this group. Brian Burns definitely set a career high in sacks and all that, like you said. He played pretty damn good last season. We all want our edges to play better run defense because that's how people were attacking us. They would, run the stretches and the zone sweeps and things like that. So we all want better run defending from our edges. But I was about to say Jason P. He tied Jason Pierre-Paul's sack record for fourth most in the Giants by single season by a Giants defender. Another third Pro Bowl nod for him this year. The thing with Brian Burns, he was a finisher. A lot of pressures were being getting by other players, but he would come in and finish it up. So that's how he's able to get so many sacks. And I'm not mad at that. I would like for him to be the first one there, and he was on a couple one there, but however it's getting done is getting done. So I'm happy with that.
Exactly.
So I just want him to I'm projecting for him to get another Pro Bowl nod, go back to back. 16 and a half sacks is pretty good. Even if it's not as many this year, maybe if it's like 14, 15, that's still pretty good. Maybe get some more forced fumbles and really just the tackle for losses. If he can increase that tackle for loss and stay healthy, he played all 17 games last year. That's what we want to see. Best ability is availability. So if he can stay healthy again and stay there all year, that's really good for our team. And I've been saying this for all our edges: Denard Wilson.
Yes, sir.
He's, especially with our linebackers, it's going to be crazy. The kind of packages I feel like our defense is going to run, having the versatile Brian Burns, because he can drop into space as well and cover the flats and definitely crush a screen player too. So Brian Burns, he just keep on balling, and I see him getting another Pro Bowl. So
let's go. The leader of the defense right now, man.
Yes, sir.
Moving right along, we're gonna slide over to the interior defensive line. We'll do the same thing. Start from our start from our rookie,
Mm-hmm.
and then work our way up. Now, list might be a little different for you. Just I'm not necessarily sure how you have them listed, but I'm gonna start with number 5,
Yeah.
Bobby Jamison Travis,
Yup.
rookie.
Yep.
Look, he's 6'4", 290. I think he's gonna be a problem. He's definitely gonna be a great rotational piece, but I think he's gonna come into his own like mid-season, and we're gonna see a lot more of him in the rotations. Last year, he put up 15 tackles at his school, 1 sack, 2 tackles for a loss, 6 QB hits. Nothing crazy, but he definitely performed, and you could see like his athleticism and his power. When you look at like his college tape and things like that, him being able to penetrate the line was the most that you really see when you saw his highlight tapes and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to him being able to get on the field and actually give us a little bit more pressure. Hopefully he can produce in the run game as well and start shutting down the middle of that line.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, as far as projections for this year, I'm hoping he gets 1 to 2 sacks, get him on the board, and he's able to be a healthy rotational piece.
Mm-hmm.
What you got on him?
Bobby James, the thing is, he's a solid piece. He started all 12 games for Auburn. 36 career high tackles. He was Auburn's leading interior lineman with 2 tackles for loss, 2 pass breakups. That means he knows he gets his hands up. From a PFF standpoint, he earned a 7.82 overall PFF grade in 2025. So out of 887 interior defensive linemen, he was 75th. So he has some promise. That means that he definitely played well. And Auburn's in the SEC. So he definitely went against some good competition.
Yeah.
We selected him in the 6th round, and players in the 6th round have projections. This is a projection-based league. And with that size and frame that you said earlier, that he can definitely carve out a role for himself. If you push that work and ethic in, our interior defensive line room is built off more veterans than younger guys. We did draft one last year, and now we have him. So hopefully, if he could step up and start making some plays, let's see. I can't wait for preseason because this will be his time to shine. If he's I just hope when we do watch the preseason, if he's making offensive guards look silly. Even though they're 2nd team or 3rd team or whatever, he's just making them look silly, where he's able to force himself into their starter role to start getting some reps there. And even if he doesn't get a sack this season, if he just gets a bunch of run stops and pressures, if he's collapsing that line, if people are realizing, okay, maybe let's if we don't necessarily double team him with 2 offensive linemen, let's make sure our running back steps up in that A gap to protect. I just want him to create those pressures and keep being a consistent thorn in any offensive coordinator side where they start looking at this guy. When offensive coordinators say like, okay, we gotta block this guy because all our plays we have to create an offense away from this guy. Mm-hmm. So if he can just step up and do that, I don't really have a particular specific number, but if he can get like, I don't know, let's say 7 tackle for losses, but the pressures and the quick hurries, then that's really where he's going to be able to make his money. And then getting a high double team rate.
Yeah.
And that'll be able to allow our linebackers to flow. So Bobby James and Travis, do your thing, man.
Yeah, we need that. Next on the list, Leaky Fotu. 25, 6'5", 320 pounds. 12 tackles, no sacks, 1 tackle for loss, and 4 QB hits last season. Those are his 2025 stats. They're decent. Again, a role player, not expecting him to be a Dexter Lawrence or anything, but he's going to be someone that comes in that can, relieve the other starters that we have on the team. Um, he was in his past. He's been good versus the run, so we're hoping that he can bring that run stopping ability to the Giants because we need it. Pass rush definitely needs a little help. So again, hoping that he's just a rotational piece. He's a good role player for us. He allows our starters to get that breather that they need. And while he's on the field, he's not putting us in a position that, we can get scraped up to where they're getting 15, 20 yards of play and things like that, where they're slashing us up with their running backs up the middle. So same kind of projection I kind of have for him and Bobby Jamison. 2026, I'm looking for at least 1 to 2 sacks. And again, be a healthy rotational piece.
Yeah. I'm on the same board with you with that. He has to come in and just be a good rotational piece. Nothing crazy. You don't have to jump out the gym or anything like that. Just make sure you're creating double teams and making offensives. Don't be a liability out there.
Exactly.
Exactly. Don't be a liability out there. That's the thing. I ask for all these interior defensive linemen. Don't be the guy that they realize as soon as you get in the game, you're running up the gut. It was like last year, as soon as Dexter Lawrence got out the game, every run was up the gut. So it's like, don't be that guy when you get in there that they're running right at you. Dropping. What is it? With how they used to do? Call it a wrong arm. You take a knee or whatever. You flip the offensive lineman, something like that. Like, bro, do whatever you got to do to make sure that if they run to your gap, they're making them bounce. So, I don't really have any projection stats for these guys. It's just be a thorn on the offensive coordinator's side.
Yeah.
And don't be an embarrassment out there. Really. So
I'm with you on that. Exactly. Don't be a liability. I like that.
Don't be a liability, for real. All these guys more towards that we're starting off talking about, like this, don't be liabilities and do your job. You know what I'm saying? If it's hold the A gap, hold the A gap. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir. All right, the next person on the list, I have our veteran of the veterans, Mr. Shelby Harris, 33. Okay. 6'2", 290s, 18 tackles last year, half a sack, 2 tackles for loss, and 9 QB hits. So again, he's the older presence, but again, we needed this. I think the experience is definitely going to trump the age discrepancy. Like, I know he's a little bit older, but we have 5 of the interior linemen for a reason, so that way we can keep them fresh. We can rotate. But again, like I said, veteran presence. He's good versus the run. He's smart and he understands different techniques because he's seen a lot. So he's going to be able to provide more interior support than we've had because we didn't have anybody that was experienced prior to. It was only Dexter Lawrence and whoever else they gave a jersey for the interior line at that point. As far as for him, I'm the same thing, man. I want like at least 2 sacks for him. I need you to get to the quarterback. I need you to pressure, get in that backfield, and stop the run. Those are the main projections. Solid veteran depth, and give me my 2 sacks. We got 2. That's 6 sacks so far.
I know, right?
From the 3 that we've talked about. What you got on Shelby?
Shelby Harris, he had played for the Browns last year. He played all 17 games, so I want him to stay healthy. As an older vet, they pride themselves in being able to play all games because you've been in the league for a while, so your body gets beat up. That means you take care of himself. So not just his play, but also off the field, showing how the defensive linemen are supposed to take care of themselves to have a long career, let that longevity, be able to play 17 games. And he played 17 games, interior production. But if he produces the same amount of tackles that he had last year, solo tackles, one snap, a lot of snaps, like over 500 snaps. I think will be good if he just plays to the same ability and a little bit better as he did last year. He'll be fine. Necessarily his play will be good, but I just feel like at this point, rotation and just helping the young guys get to that next level.
Yeah.
Because at this point in your career, you're not going to be the starter. You're a rotational piece, older guy. Don't be the guy that when they come in, they're attacking you. No, be the guy that you're helping other defensive linemen like Bobby Travis see what you're seeing, or how would you attack it? More coaching from on the field kind of thing. So
yeah.
I think that veteran presence and knowing, being in the NFL and seeing a lot of ball will get him in there. Yeah, I would love for him to get sacks, but my thing is just tackle for loss. Don't be a liability when you get into the game, and make running backs bounce the ball outside, And if he's ever in on a pass situation where they run and hurry up, bruh, just collapse the line. That's it. That's collapse the line. That's all I can ask. Yeah.
Yep.
The sacks, we would love to have like a Dexter Lawrence kind of thing where you're two gap and everything, but like you're not at this point of your career. Just be in the way and make sure they don't move you out the way. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So, one thing that I'll say prior to us moving to the next person. Look, yeah. I do think if he can give us a similar season to what he put up last year,
yeah,
he's going to be exactly what we needed in that role. So because his tackles for loss for me, like 18 tackles, but his tackles for loss is 2 tackles for loss. I think he can put a little bit more.
Yeah,
he can provide a little bit more than what we've had. So right. I'm hoping that he's adds that extra plug in the middle of the line.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Moving to the next person, man. I'm hoping that this player has a breakout season. And it is Mr. Darius Alexander.
Yes, sir. That's my guy.
Alexander. He's 27, 6'4", 305. He had 43 tackles last year, 3.5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, and 17 QB hits. So he was kind of coming into his own last year. So it's great thing to see. He's a versatile 3-tech and 4. He has a quick first step, great pass rusher, and plays with a lot of power. So I'm hoping that he can take another step with the new coaching and be that other starter that we need that is actually pushing the line, not getting pushed like you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Main thing, we want to make sure he stays healthy. As long as he's available, he should be able to be consistent with his play. Projections, I'm looking for 4 to 6 sacks from him.
Yeah.
And then being a key interior disruptor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What you got on Darius?
Darius Alexander. He is like my breakout candidate. If he has a good season, he puts some more size on him. He was looking good towards the end of the season, being able to show that he has pass rush juice. And coming from that position as a defensive tackle, like if you can 2-gap and, put that pressure on people when we need, when we have like more of a faster package on there, but just in case they want to run a draw or something like that, he's the guy in the middle that'll be able to make those tackles and plug up the line. Darius Alexander, I have high hopes for him. Because when he was in college at Toledo, he was dominating. So, the competition wasn't the greatest for him, but I just want to see him get back to dominating ways, like he's been able to do it. So, he's got to take that next step, man. So that's why I'm happy we have veterans like Shelby Harris, Roy Robinson Harrison, you know, just these vets that we have in the room that can help him hone his game. I know Roy Robinson Harrison got the the Achilles. Hope he gets better. Yeah. Honorable mention, Roy. We're not gonna get too much into him, but you know, he was a film monster, and that's why I was bringing him up, because I want Darius Alexander to be a film monster where if he doesn't necessarily put up those stats, he's making the plays, the dirty plays that are helping everybody else in the line. Like last season, Brian Burns got a lot of sacks from other players being too fast or overdoing something, and he would come in and clean it up. Yep. I want Darius Alexander to be that guy that's making that a first initial play. He beat the center so bad now. The quarterback he's getting those hurries. He's the reason why people are thinking like, oh my gosh, okay. You know, he almost got me. I got away though. Yeah. But now, you know, it's destroying the play. It's not a 1-2 pass. It's 1-2. Oh, it's 1. Oh shit. You know, kind of thing. So Darius Alexander, and the thing is, it's just that he looked good towards the end of the season. So, you know, having that pass rush juice and being a good being able to be a better run stopper, because he didn't really get the opportunity to do too well in the run game. But I feel like with a good off season, being healthy, he could take that next step, especially with the coaching, not just from the actual coaches, but from the veteran players around him.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. The on-field coaching.
Yeah. I want him to if he gets some sacks, that'll be good. Sacks and tackle for loss. For these defensive linemen, because I don't really want to put numbers on them just because like their position isn't like this most sexy. So like, because we had Dexter Lawrence, we had one of the greatest nose tackles. So it's like, okay, he put up double digits or 9 or 8, whatever it was. So it was like, he set that high bar of greatness. So we always thought like that was going to continue. Yeah. Like I want Darius Alexander to set the bar high for himself. So he has to keep continuing to raise the bar for himself. So Darius Alexander, that's what I got on you, my guy.
My man. And then last but not least, we got our newest addition.
Yes, sir.
DJ Reader. Mm-hmm. 29, 6'3", 347.
Big boy.
Yeah. Last year, 49 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, and 25 QB hits. So he's definitely active in the backfield. That's what we like to see. We want to make sure that he's a plug in the interior, and he's filling those holes so that way, you know, our edge rushers that we just talked about earlier are able to fly around the edges and get to that quarterback, man. He's strong versus the run. He disrupts interior offensive linemen, and he's a veteran leader that we're bringing to the locker room. So I'm excited, just even off of the interviews that I've seen, I'm just excited for the presence that he's going to bring to the locker room, because he has that calm peace of mind, but I also know that he has that dog in him too. When he gets turned up, like he's ready. So it's a great addition to the locker room. I do want to see some better pass rush production from him, but our main thing is to make sure that we stop the run this year. Projections for him, I want at least 4 sacks out of him as well, and make sure that we are stopping the run. That's the main thing. What about you? What you got on DJ?
DJ Reader. He was one of the most double team players in the NFL last year. I believe he was in the top 5 of those. On the Detroit Lions, he played all 17 games, so best abilities, availability. I like to see that, you know, as a vet, he's playing all his games. That's always encouraging to see. He had a lot of defensive snaps, but he's probably going to have to get more this season. So let's see how that plays out. I just want him to increase his double team rate, because our linebackers are going to need to be able to flow to the ball, and our edges are going to be able to need to get those one-on-ones, because you can't double team everybody. You can't put 2 on Carter and put 2 on Reader, because then who else is that's the numbers? It's a numbers game. There's only 11 players on the side of the field. You can't allocate 4 people to 2 people. That doesn't make sense.
Somebody's coming free.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's going to be free. I don't think you want Brian Burns getting free or Kayvon Thibodeaux getting free.
Nope.
Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeaux is probably going to force a fumble. And Brian Burns is going to get a sack. So DJ Reader, I'm glad that we do have this veteran presence. All these defensive tackles are going to rotate in. We're going to have a lot of fresh bodies. DJ Reader, I hope he can get in there and, like I said, just keep that double team rate high, allow our linebackers to flow to the ball. High tackle for losses. I'm just happy he's on the team. PFF graded him at like 68.9, so 30th among qualified out of 134 defensive linemen. So he definitely makes his presence felt on the field.
Yeah.
When he's in there, people will definitely try not to run at him, and if they do, they're going to have to allocate 2 blockers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have too much on DJ Reader, but just get in there, be a vet, and do your job.
Yes. Hey, he's going to be a force on the line. Hoping Nar Wilson can bring it all together, man. I'm excited to see what this defense looks like next season. Or this season, I should say.
Yes, sir.
Moving right along this week. I feel like each week I gotta come with some more disrespect. I just don't get it. But this week, the Big Blue Standard, man. We gotta address the noise. I'm always gonna say something. Mr. Bart Scott. Mr. Bart Scott. He's got a lot to say, a lot on his mind.
Come on, Bartholomew. So let me stop. I don't even know if that's his full name. Probably is.
Direct quote from my man Bart. Not only do I think Geno Smith is a better quarterback than Jaxson Dart, I think the Jets' offensive line is better. The running backs are better. Wowzers. I was just gonna talk about the Geno Smith, but when I saw like the actual quote and I read it, and I was like, damn, he said like the Jets just smashing the Giants as far as like,
yeah, for real.
And I'm like, my man is he's off the shits. Like my man, like I've heard of like trying to get clickbait and stuff, but damn, bro, you are going in for it, huh?
Yeah, no, he definitely got the click. For real.
Bro, yeah, he got me.
Yeah, he got me.
Like, bro, what's going on here? So just to put this out here, right? Apples to apples. Yeah. Let's go 2025 season. Geno Smith played 15 games. Jaxson Dart played 14 games. Passing yards, Geno Smith 3,025. Jaxson Dart only started 12 of those 14 games, and he put up 2,272 yards. Mind you, this is his rookie season that we're comparing to Geno Smith's however long he's been in the league.
Yeah.
Geno Smith threw he threw 19 touchdowns and threw 17 interceptions.
Yeah, that was his 12th season.
In his 12th season, Jaxson Dart, rookie season, 15 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. So that comp right there is just crazy in itself. But we're going to leave that alone. Passer rating 84.7, sacks taken 55, and then his QBR 34.1, 28th in the league. So 28th in the league last year with those stats coming from Bart Scott. Jaxson Dart 57.5, 16th in the league. So damn near cutting that in half. He's almost 15 players or 12 players higher than him in the PFF or ESPN QBR rating, right? So anybody who watches football, you saw anything that the Giants did last year, you compare to what Geno Smith did last year, you can tell that Jaxson Dart is a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, I hear you, Bart Scott. You were a player in the NFL. You have the right to give your opinion on NFL players, whether it's right or not, or whether I feel it's right or not. I don't have to agree with you or not. But I just feel For you to make that statement, you were just saying that because you like the Jets. You were not saying that because it's a factual statement and you believe that.
Yeah.
You did not say that with no conviction.
Yeah.
There is no way you watched Jaxson Dart play last year and you saw Geno put up 17 picks and you thought, I want Geno instead of Jaxson Dart. Like, that's crazy as hell to me.
I know, right?
Like, it's outlandish. Like, I get it. Geno has the resume. He's been here. He's done it.
Mm-hmm.
But the trajectory of Jaxson Dart from his rookie season and what we're about to see going forward, you're bugging out.
Bart Scott, he was trying to get some free dinners out in New York. He was trying to get his man Geno to buy him some. I appreciate you, homie. Like, nah, bro. Jaxson Dart is definitely, and obviously, in our opinion, a better quarterback right now in this stage of their career. The only thing Geno has on him is experience. That's it. And, in my opinion, there's two things with Geno. Geno left the Seahawks, and then they won a Super Bowl. Like, bruh, it's kind of messed up. That means you weren't necessarily helping the team get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably played well enough, but you weren't the point to tip them over. I feel like with Jaxson Dart on our team, he's the reason why we will be able to get to the promised land. Like, if you've ever really watched Geno, he was on the Giants for one season. Geno Smith was the reason why Eli Manning's record got broken as far as starting games against the Raiders.
I won't blame that on Geno.
I'm not going to blame that on Geno. He was a young man. That was McAdoo or whatever, and they were trying to shake it up, but it's still a fact. So, I mean, you know what? Now I'm going to hold it against Geno. You shouldn't have been there, bro. It's like, but it's like Geno, nah, he knows what he is at this. And then on top of that, Geno Smith, you were the quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, and then they got the first overall pick. Like, bro, I don't think with Jaxson Dart that as long as he's playing, we'll ever have the first overall pick as long as he's playing quarterback, bro. Like, nah, y'all. You know what I think? I think the Jets got you so they can get Arch Manning, bro. And that's just a testament to the player he is at this point in his career. I'm not saying he was always a bad player, but he ain't good enough to take your team to the promised land. I feel like within time, Jaxson Dart will. Like, Geno Smith was, he was a highly touted recruit, from West Virginia, and actually he was actually type fire at Virginia, but it just never really panned out that well for him in the NFL. Besides when he was on the Seahawks, but even then you didn't make the Super Bowl. So because you have having good seasons is cool, but if as the main judgment of a quarterback is taking you to the promised land and being a consistent threat in the playoffs. And I feel like we're going to have that with Jaxson Dart. And if Bart Scott doesn't agree with that, I mean, everybody's cup of tea ain't the same. Like, you like to have a vet? Cool. We're going to bank on the young guy with the traits and the potential. So, Bart Scott, you got it, bro. I mean, you played in the NFL, you did your thing, you had your run and everything. You've seen a lot of ball, but come on, bro. You got to really watch the tape. Like, I mean, you like Geno, but Dart's the guy.
Bart Scott is just ignoring development. He's only giving it to Geno because of the fact that he has more tenure. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Geno has over 100 games that he's played since 2013, and Dart has 12 starts. So when you compare those two, there's not a comparison. And yes, sample size versus sample size. Then of course, Geno on paper, he's the better quarterback, right? But as we look at the game and you watch the game, you're not going to sit there and say that. That's why it's like coming out the side of your neck just to say some shit. Like, I'll end it here, man. Look, I respect Geno's career, but I'm not giving a 35-year-old quarterback that has been on 4 different teams, more credit than my rookie, going into his second season when his stats were better than him off of a smaller sample size. Like that's obnoxious. Dart has traits you can't teach. You watch Dart play. There's just certain things you can't teach. All we're gonna do is polish it up and give him some better coaching, so that way he can see the things that he wasn't able to see the first year. So it's only up from here. Anybody that doesn't see that or doesn't agree with it, they don't watch football.
Yeah,
leave it at that.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Bart Scott, that is all the attention that you were going to get from us. Moving right along. This week, the roll call. Man, I was gonna ask the same question to you guys, but I was like, let me not be dumb. Let me give you guys something to actually think about. So I'm gonna give you a real one for you riders out there, man. And I appreciate the support and the love from the last episode, man. We got a lot of comments on that last one. Keep reaching out, keep letting us know, keep showing love. But this one right here, if you had to choose between a quarterback that was drafted last season, I'm gonna put 2 quarterbacks up in the air: Jaxson Dart or Cam Ward. If we had to draft again tomorrow, your team is the first draft pick, and another person, either whoever drafts first, you either getting Jaxson Dart or you're getting Cam Ward. Who you picking? You already.
I think you know where we at.
Yeah, I don't think we need to say much. This is we're.
Yeah, we in the same boat.
So
one thing I might say though, I think statistically, like numbers wise, like passing yards wise, I think Cam Ward might have a better passing season than Dart this season. But overall wins, which really matters, Dart's going to have more.
Yeah.
Just because Brian Daboll will create a good offense for Ward, and we've seen it. So I haven't seen what Matt Nagy will do for Jaxson Dart. Yeah. We've seen what Brian Daboll just did. So
Carnell Tate about to get that Malik Neighbors treatment, bro.
Exactly, bro. Yo, fantasy shout out. Yeah. Carnell Tate is going to get the ball.
He's gonna eat. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you on that. I know that for a fact. So
yeah, he's gonna get the ball. We're
gonna see. But I will say this. The Giants are gonna have a better season, so I don't really care.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A better season. Yeah, you can have a couple hundred more passing yards I
can't wait till we play them too. That game is gonna be crazy.
Right, and he might have more passing yards because they're gonna be down more, so he's gonna have to throw the rock more. So look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? But Dart might not have as many because we already got the lead. So.
Hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
yes, sir.
Hopefully, it's nothing but positive things, man. Hopefully, it's nothing but positive things. But let us know in the comments. Please drop a comment. Let us know how you feel. Cam Ward or Jaxson Dart.
Yes,
let us know why as well. Don't just put the name in there. Like, tell me why you think Cam Ward is going to be worse than Jaxson Dart, and then tell me why you think Jaxson Dart will be better.
I like how you worded that. I was like, hold on, what?
With that being said, man, we're going to wrap it up. We appreciate you guys spending time with us. We appreciate you guys locking in this week, our riders. I'm going to leave you off with this one.
What's up?
If you don't watch the Giants for 17 games and you're not watching all 4 quarters, trust and believe if you make a comment, you're going to hear about it. I ain't gonna let it slide. We're gonna talk about it. So with that,
we on your ass, boy.
Look, it is a new era. This is the standard.
Yes, sir.
See you guys next week.
Peace.
Big Blue Reborn.